Now, you all know I'm prone to being a fan of letting some lyrical stylings fly when the opportunity presents itself, but as you can see from the name of this beer, there is less than zero chance I sing the inspiration for this song with these lyrics in place. So we're not doing that, but we will try. I've got several of these 12 series by Liability to review on the channel, and we're going to check out this one. Start off here, work our way through, find out what Chase's mom has got it going on is all about with this info. Welcome into the Inland Studio, as per usual, with your host, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, and you see I'm rocking this year's BrewTuber get-together merchandise swag from Chicago. And you'll notice that circle might be a little familiar to those familiar in the YouTuber circuit. It does match the circle that's behind Imperfectly Me Crafts logo, our hosts this year, Mallory and Chu. This one, so a little bit of backstory. The 12 is kind of like Liability's Mug Club Secret Society. So the only rule about the 12 is you do not talk about the 12. And they get together, they brew beer with this group of people every so often, and I've been kind of hoarding them of late. So I've got several to work through, and you're going to see all of them that I have. There's probably a few that I've missed, but because this is number 3, and I think I'm up to like 12. So there's definitely a few that I missed, but I got a good chunk of them, and y'all all enjoy that. The 12003, 003. Maybe there's a 007 in the fridge. We'll find out, I guess. Chase's mom has got it going on. Yeah. Just save your jokes for the comments. Just leave them down there. It is an English porter. Relatively low number of check-ins, but you know they are kind of limited releases, so that's not super surprising. 133 check-ins, 112 unique. It has 103 rankings, and it is very respectable. 4.08, 7% ABV, 36 IBU. In collaboration with Shanda Davey, I would assume that would be one Chase's mom. Aroma, cocoa nibs, vanilla, light roast coffee, flavor, molasses, dark chocolate, and malt balls. Let's see what's on the can. Any additional information? Does confirm the ABV at 7. Now it does list the style on Untapped as English porter. On the can it's listed as oatmeal porter. So little slight difference there, but there's probably nothing to worry about because I'm sure oatmeal porter is not an actual category on Untapped. The can itself, now they do mark the iteration of the 12 series on the front. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it does say 003 on it. And other than that, you'll notice it does say the 12 in big letters, and it has the infamous Mortal Wombat head that Liability tends to use in the center of the can as the logo. Mortal Wombat, of course, their flagship IPA. I'll throw a card out for the Mecha Wombat review that I did some time ago. As far as description, there is a nice little description. The 12, from the darkness arose 12, whose unwavering dedication brought about the cultural leap forward. Examples all of devout, irreverence, malcontent with disbelief. It's not hard to read. It's actually a very good font choice for the can. I just can't read because of the light. From the many come the few. From the few come the 12. From all come... What does that say? Vombatus? Vombatus. Obviously that's a reference towards the Mortal Wombat, I guess. This beer and every 12 henceforth, born of culture and collaboration, shall represent Vombatus and all we hold dear. What does that say? Now that font I can't read. In collaboration with Shanda Davey, and there are a couple signatures on the bottom. Hold that up, signature plus the liability logo on the bottom underneath that blurb, I guess. This, however, well, I guess that's just a generic statement about the 12, but I'll type that up and put it in the description below. So, in case I butchered anything on it, you can read it afterwards. In fact, so I've had this before. However, it's been a while. I don't think there's a can-on date, but I can tell you exactly when I got it. It was last November, late November, or did I? Yes, I did. Yeah. I was confusing when I got my tolls. Yes, I did get that late November. Obviously it's a porter, so that's okay. It's still under a year. It's a dark beer. That's not super concerning. So I have been holding it to do this like special liability week, which will wind up in a couple weeks because I've picked up a few extra 12s. Let's not waste any more time. I'll stop jammering on. Crack this open.
Wow, that one had a crazy look to it, didn't it, Alan? Your head for the win.
It's a shame to top this off with that beautiful lacing, but we got to add to the head, right? Oh, it's got some cascade coming back. Okay. Second look is about 4 fingers even. Yeah, a little less. Touch, a little hair under 4 fingers. So that's a good solid. Right in between the third and the second beer head for the wins. Anyway, I'll get right to this since I gave you a ton of background information. Probably talked too much in the first segment. Color's pretty standard for a porter, although it's almost with the light. There's actually a lot of light that does get through it for a dark beer, so it's almost kind of like brown ale kind of color, not so much shying more towards a stout type of porter. But I mean, porters, browns, stouts are all kind of in the same family, right? Try not to snort it. Now, judging by their notes on Untappd, I definitely get the coffee, but to their point, saying it's light roast coffee, it is very, very light. So Ridgeopolis, I don't think you would be upset by this because it's very, very low and subtle. And I can kind of pick out the cocoa nib and the vanilla because there is a very noticeable sweetness in there. It's not super strong or anything, overpowering or anything, but it's definitely there. It's definitely noticeable enough to pick out. Well, it does smell divine, kind of like a vanilla chocolate cookie almost. So let's take a sip and see how it stacks up. I promise I didn't cheat. That's just amazing lacing. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Let me tell you. First of all, it's excellent. Secondly, I haven't had a malt ball in I don't know how many years. Probably since elementary school. So I couldn't tell you if it stacks up if the malt ball comes out because I don't remember what that tastes like. There is a bit of, it's a fairly lighter body. It's not like light, but it's definitely, I definitely wouldn't necessarily say it's medium. There is a little bit of a viscous coating on the palate, so the molasses descriptor is definitely a bit spot on. And there is a little bit of a bitter chocolate on the aftertaste, so that definitely dark chocolate would apply to that. But you get more of a viscous viscous-ish mouthfeel, a little bit of a dark chocolate finish. It's definitely more roasty than sweet, but there's definitely some sweet elements. It does have, like I said, maybe viscous not the right word. Syrupy probably more the right word. As far as the mouthfeel goes, it definitely has something that's kind of coats your palate a bit. It's not super crisp or anything like that. It definitely is a bit sticky. So that is probably the advent of the molasses, syrupy kind of that sort of thing, and then that dark chocolate finish. I'm always a big fan of dark chocolate. I know people don't necessarily always like that, but I definitely like that. Anyway, if you like what I do, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you're watching on Rumble, smash that follow button. And if Porter's your thing, work your way on down to the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the playlist below. It's pinned right at the top of all the other Porters I've reviewed on the past. This one, very, very good. Liability holds a nice, fond place in my heart, and you'll see a lot more of 12 offerings as the next couple weeks progress. Cheers, friends. I'll see you next time.